Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandatitam Trigunarahitam Tat Samasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachilam Sarvade Sakshihutam Bhavatitam Gaganasudarsham Sadgurum Tam Namami. By the grace of Universal Master Sachidananda Paramatma, which is the existence existing in every particle of this world and universe and many universes and billions of universes and millions of uncountable galaxies. He is a very millions time miraculous presence, because even he is so big that galaxies cannot cover, and he is so small that he can come in a nucleus, electron, proton of a atom. He is so merciful that he is presence in the form of consciousness, in the form of the life inside of you. My dear friend, he is so merciful that he comes time to time in the form of the avatara. He comes time to time in the form of the Master Sadguru. And my dear friend, he came on this earth the form of Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna telling in this Geeta, Lord Krishna is telling in this Geeta, Hana, close your microphone. There is some whooping sound. Lord Krishna is telling in the Gita. So we are taking the 51 stanza of chapter 2 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha gacchantya-namayam karmajam buddhi-yuktaha hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchati anamayam. My dear Arjun, he, because buddhi yukta, it means a samatva buddhi, equilibrium of the divine intellect. Manishinaha, it means the Jnanijan, the enlightened masters, enlightened persons. Karmajam, by the originated of the karmas or anything originate by the karma. Phalam, that is fruits of the karma, result of the karma. Tyaktva, give up. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha, and when they give up the karma's fruits or result, then they are get the total freedom from death and birth cycle. Anamayam, Anamayam, it means nirvikara. Nirvikara, it means the pure and purest, absolutely purest. Padam, stage of the liberation. Gachati, it means they goes in that stage. That was the meaning of this stanza. The total meaning is that, my dear Arjun, the person, they are enlightened, they knows that the karma's fruit, they are not acceptable. So they give up all karma's fruit. And when they give up all karma's fruit, the karmas never make any type of foundation for the next birth. So they free from death and birth cycle, and they get extreme stage of liberation, which is pure and purest. That was the worldly meaning of this stanza. My dear friend, the Krishna is telling to Arjuna that is a universal truth. If you want to involve in karma's fruit, you cannot involve, but you involve because you are living in the mesmerism of the Maya. How can you involve in karma's fruit? I remember a story. You can understand. Once upon a time, a dog was sitting under the horse cart. You know the horse cart in England. There is 4 wheels and 2 horses pull that cart, and on that cart there is a box. In the box the aristocrat person sits, king, lord, etc., and a driver of cart sit outside. So the cart was ready to start, and that dog, randomly that dog was the same time, coincidentally, he was stand up, and he stitch his body, and the same time the cart was moved very little. So dog think, oh, this cart is obeying my orders. What has happened then? The dog was stand and cart was not moving then. After some time, the king come and sit in the cart, and the coachman, the driver of the cart, drive that cart, and the dog was also running under the cart between 4 wheels. And dog has illusion in his mind that this cart is driven by my decision of mind. So coincidentally, the dog runs fast, the cart runs fast. The dog runs slow, the cart runs slow, because that was the coincidence. 2 or 3 times in any type of cause, the cart was stopped, and dog already thinking, stop the cart. that concretely dog think this cart is running by my mental decision. And after all, that dog comes in the higher stage of ego and he stops at once. Unfortunately, when dog was stopped, the place was turning place and the cart's wheel was crushed the dog's body and dogs die. That is a story, not a story of cart, but that story is blind person. This universe is running automatically. All the functions performing by the nature. All good and bad, these are the performing by the nature. Because the person who is blind and unknown the fact of the nature and do not know the detachment that existence never do anything and nature all those things, he comes in this false illusion of the ego and he becomes doer and he want to enjoy his doing fruits, his doings result, his doings outputs. That's why unfortunately this Maya also give him assurance by different type of false experiences and at the last by one mistake he get death and he get new birth. My dear friend, today morning a disciple asked me a question and I want to give the answer of question in this discourse because this is the relative discourse of his question. My disciple asked me, my disciple asked me that this world is moving by the order of the existence. That is the illusion of ultimately 99.99.99% persons. I want to clear all of you by the Geeta and the assurance of Krishna also and all the master's experiences from the millions of the years. This world is never moved by the instruction of the God because the nature has his independent power of illusion. A God cannot touch with the nature because the God is completely beyond the nature, detached from nature, and God and nature cannot be joined each other. As the sky and stone cannot be joined each other. The God is pure and purest. He has no any type of instruction to the nature. Nature itself a illusion. Nature itself a creation of your five sensory organs experiences. If a person is blind, He is a deaf and a dumb. A person cannot have the ability of touching senses. This world is meaningless for that person. He cannot hear, he cannot see, he cannot smell, he cannot taste, he cannot touch. So, actually this illusion is not presence, but we feel its presence by our sensory organs, sensibility. My dear friend, I told to my disciple in morning, if there is a sand and the season is the summer season and very hot season in India, and the Rajasthan there is a desert, the heaps and heaps, the small mountains of sand there presence, and the sun is shining very bright, and the waves of the heat is moving on the sand. A person is the thirsty and he need the water, and he see that sand is shining like a pool, like a lake, and the waves of heat on this lake, he see that there is the water and that there is the water waves, and he runs towards that water, and he died, but water never present. So the same thing in your nature and existence experience. Nature has many illusions. Nature make some mesmerism in the mind of the jivas, but existence has no mesmerism, no any type of magic as the Maya have. So the God never put any type instruction in the nature. Nature itself a automation. Nature itself is itself a illusion. When you are alive, you are affected with all the illusion of the nature. If you do not believe me, you read the Geeta. Geeta says, Prakriti kriya karmani ahankara vimudatma karta eva manyate. The same thing in this stanza. The Krishna is telling to Arjuna, my dear Arjun, the divine intellectual person, they never accept the fruit of the karmas, because they knows the karmas are not performing by them, the karmas is performing by the nature. My dear friend, if you are nearby, somebody has murdered anyone, and you have the misunderstanding that you have murdered that someone. As a famous murder history in India, I don't want to tell the name of that murderer and person being murdered. There were the 3 bullets in the body of the murder person, and the murderer only shoot 2 bullets. Then 3 bullets, 3rd bullets. Who was shot? So the same story is here. The divine person, divine intellectual person, they never accept this illusion that they are working or they are doer, or they accept the fruit of the doing. They do not accept the fruit of doing. But the foolish person, they accept the fruit of doing, and as well as they accept the fruit of doing. So the nature make the illusion in their brain, then they are doer and they are availer, they are karta and they are bhokta. My dear friend, only and only the blind stage, the ajnana avastha, the mesmerized stage, the hypnotized stage, in that stage, all the doings, all the karmas, they are strong bond on the jiva, because jiva is in this type of misunderstanding of blindness. But those persons, they are living in the equilibrium of the buddhi yoga. They knows they are not doer. So they knows they are not doer, then they never accept the result of the karmas. That was called tyaktva. Karmas is not a dirt or dust or anything you will put in the basket and throw on the road or throw on the dustbin. Karma is not like this. Karma is very micro, internal, physiological or anatomical functions. So my dear friend, the Krishna is telling in this stanza, the biggest liberating technique, you can liberate by this technique, you can enlighten by this technique, if you can stand in the samatva buddhi yoga, if you can stand between the doer and the seer, sakshi and karta, then you can see the sakshi also, and then you can see the karta also. Because when a seeker, when a practitioner of meditation practice the sakshi, practice the seer, practice the witness, then slowly he is separate from the visions, he is separate from everything which can he see or which can he touch, which can he hear or which can he taste and which can he smell. And not only this type, but even he can detach, which can he think. So at the same time, when he detach, when he know that he detach, that knower is other and knowing is other and known is other. So this detachment comes. So the karma's foundation, the action and activities tightness, which is the main cause of the birth and death cycle, they are the same time they are becomes effectless. They become undominant. They become powerless, they become without any mesmerism. My dear friend, when you are sleeping and you are seeing any type of dream, either that is good or that is bad, and randomly in the dream you awaken, the same time the scenario of the dream the dreamy vision or the set of the dream in the filmy language, that automatically disappear, automatically become ineffective. If the very, very light awakeness can save you from every type of dangerous, fearful, horror dreams, the same thing is here. When you are awakened in the Samabuddhi is called consciousness of awareness. When you are staying in consciousness of awareness, then the all world's dream cannot affect on you. So the Lord Shiva is saying to his wife Uma, Uma कहूँ मैं अनुभव अपना, सत हरि भजन जगत सब सपना. My dear wife Uma, I am telling my own experience to you. Only and only the omnipresence, the God is true, and all world is like a dream. All world is false like a dream. The same thing again and again told in the Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, which is written by the master of Rama, Vasishtha. The same thing is telling in the Upanishads. The same thing is told by the Adya Shankaracharya. He say, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Only the existence is true and world is untrue, world is lie. My dear friend, you believe or not believe, but it is the extremest truth of this world. I do not want to take away your world. I do not want to take away your duties, but I want to teach you how to live in this world with the consciousness, with the work meditation, with the second by second meditation, and second by second we can stand in our pure and purest stage, which is living inside of us in the form of the life, in the form of the consciousness, in the form of the knowing, and in the form of the being. My dear friend, the karma's fruits, the karma's result, they are, as I say, they comes by the nature, and if you will be caught in the doing, then you will definitely caught in the availing, in the taking that fruits inside. And the karmas, vasanas, it means the karmas side effect, poisonous effect, the greediness, the possessiveness, the hungriness, the unsatisfactoriness, the unsaturation, the unpleasantness, the unpeacefulness, these are comes together if you accept the karma's fruits and results. And if you are being the doer, then you should be definitely caught in these things. So the karma's after effect, the karma's crop, when you cut, the English say, as you sow, as you cut. If you are sowing the unconsciousness, then how can you be conscious? If you are sowing the poison, then how can you get nectar? So the mesmerism of the karmas That is the stage of the poisonousness. And after this karma's result, unnecessary you will get the pleasures and the pains. The pleasures and the pain both are mesmerism conditions by the Maya. Because your pleasure is a dilution of the pain, and your pain is the concentration of the pain of unfavorable condition. So my dear friend, by these karmas, your inner side, in your mind, intellect and the ego, they create the hypothetical definitions of the papa and the punya, of the sin and the goodness. So this type of the hypothesis of the papas and the punyas, the good and bad, they make some rigidness inside. And when you think that you are a doer, this rigidness makes a psychological foundation, and the fears and regrets and uncertainty and instability inside of you. And that's why you will go in the next illusion of the birth, as your mind is projecting the illusionary scenario inside. My dear friend, if you are not accepting the fruits of the karmas, if you know that all karmas is coming by the nature, you are not doer. That possible when you are aware, when you become the seer, when you become the sakshi. Then these karmas cannot touch you. As an example of the lotus leaf never touch the water drop, the water drop become like a pearl and roll down again in the lake. So my dear friend, your all karmas, your papas and punyas, your good and bad, your sin and sorrow, your hypothetical goodness, they roll back into the Maya and they do not stay in the life. If you stay in Sakshi, a meditation of awareness. But the blind person, the Ajnani person, the illusionary person, the hypnotized person, the mesmerized person, they are living in the Maya. And they already involved in this type of illusionary circumstances, or the mind parapsychological and psychological illusions. And they are again and again and newer and newest dilemmas, illusions and the misunderstandings and new hypothetical conditions, they involve millions and millions years. So there is two types of life in this world. One is without the divine intellect of awareness, ayukta buddhi. In that without divine intellect, illusionary intellect, the person take the birth and he do according to his family and society and nation, and he do all the duties. He caught in the love, so-called love. I will not tell the love because it is not love. He caught in the so-called love with his family responsibility, children's father, mother, and sometimes he feel good, sometimes he feel bad, and after all he his consciousness attached with his relationship in family, and he want to alive for the family, children's, society and nation, and he want to serve all of this, and he want to return the love, and he involve and die. My dear friend, in this type of illusionary person, they have family, society, but the family don't love them, the society don't love them. He feel everywhere the cheating, the wrongness, the insult. He also beaten and taken the sorrow by this world, pain, wounds in physical body and mind and heart. So, the first person's which is taken the love and given the love, he caught in the raga, he caught in the so-called love. And second type of person is caught so-called hate. So the raga and dvesha both are tied the consciousness of person and make him fool and the blind. He want to love someone and he want to revenge the other one. And that revengefulness and that fake affection and love that goes in the micro body of that person. And when he give up his physical body and when he die, when he are laying unconscious without the attachment of the life, because life is destroyed there, because the connectivity of the physical body and the connectivity of the consciousness, that is called life. When the connectivity is cut, the physical body is laying like a dead body. So the life cannot exposed. Life is hidden now. Life is become the micro and nobody can see that life. So that micro body of that person goes in another birth. My dear friend, death is not death. That is only the change of body. But the real death, when you are come out from all illusion and your micro body, your causal body, your all three body detached from your consciousness, and that is called a total freedom of awareness. My dear friend, by this plus and minus inspiration, hate or love inspiration, he makes his coming roadmap or the planning of the journey, and in every birth he accumulate this type of experiences of love and hate, revenge and thanks. So he get new births. This is the story of a blind person's journey. My dear friend, this journey never stops. This journey continuously going on without any stopping. But If this journey can stop, that is called mukti, that is called freedom from all illusion, and that is called the ultimate liberation, and that is called total freedom of awareness, and that is called Paramhans stage, and that is called the complete awareness, absolute transformation into the existence. My dear friend, you notice or not notice, but this is my duty to put truth in front of you. My dear friend, the technique and technology of liberation and complete consciousness, nobody knows, only the master knows. And other fake masters, they only knows the bookish knowledge and the knowledge of the words as I am telling, and they are listening, and they want to open the shops of the enlightenment. But the Kavi says, Andha andhe theliya, dono kup parant, jaka guru bhi andhala, chela khada nirank. So the incomplete masters, they are behave like a criminal in the life of the persons they want liberation. But the real master only knows how the phalam tyaktva, how you can live the fruits of your karmas, because the fruits of the karmas is the main attraction in your life. And how you can leave this attraction, that is the one way that you can aware and see that you are not doer of the karmas, and a honest person cannot take the others' base of the labor or others' payment of the working. My dear friend, every person which is not enlightened do the work for the fruits of the karmas. And you can see the many persons, and they are consciously and unconsciously doing every activities for any type of inspiration and the hope of the result. So my dear friend, you can see in your surroundings, some is giving the present to his boyfriend or girlfriend, and some is reading in the schools and academy for the result oriented karmas. My dear friend, the Krishna tells Manishi. Mani, it means the mind. Ishi, it means the beyond the mind. If you can go beyond the mind, intellect, mood and ego, then you will be free from all Ishna. It means free from all inspirations of the Maya. And then you can free from all six biggest polluted forces, the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mana, Matsara. And that is only possible when you become a real disciple of a enlightened master. Otherwise, that is, your spirituality will become like a debate or a seminar, but you will not get the real result. You can be a good orator, and you can be a good speech maker, and you can be effective to the blind persons, because in the blinds, a person who has very least sight, he can become the king of the blinds, but he cannot become the king of full eye person, because the enlightenment is very miraculous stage. It can become by the masters bliss, love, guidance, care, and acceptance. My dear friend, you will be awakened if you can know how to give up the fruits of the karmas from inside, and then after you will be free from death and birth cycle. And the Sakshi meditation is a start of this breaking illusion, and the karmas fruits, they are a start of your foundation in the blindness. So my dear friend, I am calling you, please come. I want to teach you. Whenever my body is remaining on this earth, I can introduce you with the truth of excellence existence. But after my body disappear, then only these my videos and speeches will clear your concept, but cannot give you enlightenment. Because a woman cannot conceive the child by the photo of husband. You cannot fulfill your hunger by the photos of the dishes. As you can see in the hotels, in the dining halls, the hotel master, they put the paintings of many dishes, sweets, fruits, vegetables, juices, but you cannot fulfill your hunger even the lick of these paintings, and the paintings of the lamp cannot spread the light. So the dead master cannot help you for enlightenment. It is fact, truth, and the ultimate truth I am telling to you. My dear friend, you get a human body that is a very precious body, and you have taken the birth on this holy planet, which planet was brought by the Lord Vishnu. Which planet is the body of Lord Vishnu, and on this planet the Ram, Krishna and the great persons came. You are very fortunate person. So please do not waste your life in the inspiration of the drinkers, debauchers, tamoguni persons, and vibrating mind persons, and criminals type persons, and the persons they only get the importance of the physical things. So never involve in the blind run of this type of person. Come and aware and awake with me. I am the servant of the seekers and lovers of the God. My dear friend, I am seeing in this society, in this world, the person always giving the importance of the money. They don't want to enlightenment. The money is the God of the worldly persons, but if you are not attracting all the illusionary inspiration of the Maya, then you can successful in the path of liberation. So Krishna is telling Janma Bandh Vinirmukta. Those person will do the meditation of awareness, Sakshi, they will sure and certainly get the Atma Jnana. They will be stand in the real being. My dear friend, This stage of Janma Bandha Vinirmukta, it is the enlightened stage. This is the listening is very simple, but achieving is some hard. Many years and many birth may we devote in this goal, may we devote in this awareness. So those persons, they are comes to me or coming to me, they are very fortunate persons, and they persons all over the world. They are seekers not in this birth, but they was the seeker in the last birth, many birth also. That's why they are coming to me. So don't do the exercises or the divine practices of the mind, intellect and ego, because that is the fake exercises in the name of divinity. Come to me and do this Sakshi meditation of awareness. That is the great, and that is the only one way of liberation. My dear friend, I want to tell, in this earth there is many religions and religious persons, and there are many religions. In any particular religions there is many departments or many fractions or many types of communities and communal groups, and they have their own separate practices in the name of the spirituality, meditation and other prayer and other. Even the samadhis, even the Buddhism also has many divisions, Hinayan, Mahayan. And the Hinayan also many divisions. The Mahayan also have many divisions. In the Sanatan Dharma, there is thousand of the communities and the worships and the mode of divine practices. My dear friend, there can be, make your mind deviation, and you can caught in any type of trap of this type. But I am telling only one thing. The awareness is the scale of your doing good or appropriate or wrong. If you are feeling awareness, if you can see inside, if you can detach inside, if you can peace inside, if you can feel tensionlessness, that you are doing good, you are going in right path. Otherwise, if you are involving in any type of spiritual practice and your mind is thinking, I will do this and I will get this, I will do this and I will get this, so this type of path is non-spiritual path. This type of path is the foundation path. This type of path is the blindness path. So my dear friend, be aware, be careful. This stanza is making you a spiritually aware person, and the Krishna is telling Anamaya, when you will do this type, then you will be feel that there is no any dirt and dust and impurity inside of you. Your consciousness become the crystal clear glass. You can see everything directly and as it is. My dear friend, excuse me, the meditation of awareness which is I am teaching to you, that has no any type of prejudiceness, There is no any type of religious marker or religious stamp. This is a completely non-religious, non-prejudice meditation. Every human can do this meditation, because I do not changing your religion, I am changing your awareness. The Atma, the soul, has no gender, the soul has no shape and size, the soul has no caste and creed, the soul has no any type of community or communalism, or soul has no any type of groupings. And so, my dear friend, if you can stand in this awareness, then the death will not kill you, and you will be stand in the nectar of the immortality. My dear friend, when you do this meditation only 4 and 5 months, you will be get tensionlessness, worriedlessness, peacefulness. You will become peaceful, worried and tension will go away, and you will be safe from many diseases which will come, which is come by the tension and worry. And you are physically, mentally and emotionally healthy person. Lust cannot affect you, anger cannot affect you, greed cannot affect you. You will not involve in any type of economic, physical or sexual crime. Then you are become a very strong and very nice unit of the family, and you can change the family, you can transform it the family, and this type of glorious family will change the society and change the nations, and we can make this world a loving, Shivam, loving nation, loving world. And when we can solve our all disputed without any war, without any fighting, without any clash, there is no need then any type of precious defense articles like bombs, Parmanu bomb, neutron bombs, atom bombs, fighter jets, and so on. Then the huge money we can save by physically, mentally and emotionally saving this the institutions like hospitals, police, judiciary, so and so, and we can save the money, unnecessary expenditure, the foolish expenditure and foolish competition. Then that money can be used in the welfare of this globe, because this earth is our mother, and our mother's part all the nations. So this earth is our mother, and all the nations are our brothers and sisters. So I decide that I will spread this meditation all over the world. So I have a mission, the world peace by meditation, and this meditation of awareness is the greatest gift for the humanity. Please join me, learn this meditation, be the teacher of this meditation, be the master of this meditation. In this sequence, we have performed the 4 meditation camp past time in Delhi. They all was the international meditation camps, and now we are performing 24 July 2016 in Delhi, Noida, sector 12. There will be an international meditation camp, and the meditation camp, two meditation camps in the great land of Puerto Rico, 17 and 22 November 2016, and there will be a 6 hours representation in the New Jersey on the 14th November 2016, and there will be a whole day camp in the prime place of the New York City on 25 November 2016. And I am very grateful for the pupils of the Puerto Rico, administration of the Puerto Rico, and my lovers and seekers in the Puerto Rico, and the pupils of United States America. And I appeal all of you on this globe, please arrange the seminars and meditation camp in every city, every country, every province. We are all one love and one light. I love you very, very much. It is my real feeling, not words. I love you very, very much. You are my brothers, you are my sisters, you are my mother, you are my uncle, you are my part of my consciousness. Thank you very much. Love you very much.